Hi, how you doing? It's Kathy Thompson here, and today we're going to blast through some information about the breathy voice or the breathy vocal quality. With the vocal quality, I like it to pepper or season the words, I might sing, "The very thought of you makes my heart sing like an April breeze on the wings of spring." You can just color it anywhere you want. And it's a wonderful effect, so don't lose it. It's good to be able to turn it on and off at will. Now, if somebody is always singing with a breathy sound, I have a kind of a hit list of things that present challenges to the voice. We want healthy vocal technique. I avoid the word good because it's very subjective, good and bad, right and wrong. I don't like to think in absolutes, but we do like to have a healthy vocal technique, and a technique is just the way you do anything. You have a technique for loading the dishwasher, techniques. So with a good vocal technique, we want to do things that aren't going to challenge our voice. Now, think about this in a common sense way. If I say, "Hi," with all that breath in there, I'm spending the air. It's just dissipating very quickly. And that's we can lose a lot of air on H's when we sing, "Ha." There it's gone. And it's all about breath control. It's like a bank account, how much you let out for each note and tone support and what have you. So there's the issue of losing breath. That's the first thing. Another thing with the breathy vocal qualities, it's not empowering to say, "Hi," or "Oh." I think, a nice strong or a present voice, a robust sound, all these words that bring presence to the voice because you're telling stories. And another thing with the breathy voice is it's a little hard to hear. It's got a quieter volume. There's that issue. We don't want to strain to hear. And it's a little bit more difficult to place pitches accurately. If you're singing sweeping octaves or even fifths and large intervals all over the place, to do it with a breathy voice makes it a challenge. And one of the most important things is that the breathy voice dries the vocal cords out. And we all know the vocal cords need to be very supple to vibrate properly. When I'm singing a middle C, I don't have perfect pitch. I don't have my keyboard here, but maybe that's close to middle C. My voice is vibrating about 240 something times a second. When we talk and our voice vibrates, the vocal folds vibrate 100 or 200 times a second with normal speech. So it vibrates a lot. Can you imagine your vocal folds vibrating if they're sticky or like there's glue in them? My goodness. So having a breathy voice is going to dry your voice out with all that air. One of the worst things you can do with your voice is whispering, "Hello." I hadn't even swallow after that because you're forcing air through the aperture while the voice isn't vibrating. So it's just not healthy to do. Another challenge with the breathy voice, and this is important too, is it kind of creates an environment where the vocal muscles, the vocalis muscles and everything connected in there are kind of lazy. I don't like that word lazy, but they really don't have to work hard. So imagine, my voice is not got any torque behind it, it doesn't have the mass in there. It's kind of like languishing. So imagine me singing this note, breathy, and then going to non-breathy. I want you to try this after I do it. I'll go like this. And the volume didn't change dramatically, but the muscles kind of went from lax to formed inside. Try it yourself. Yeah, you can try the breathy to non-breathy quality and get used to doing it. Sometimes you just want to add some volume to get used to what I'm talking about. So all of those things combined add up to why a breathy voice isn't good to be using all the time, and especially for speakers too, who are in that habit of speaking with a great breath. What happens is you end up always taking air, and it's a little gaspy for air. That's why we take voice lessons and study voice, just to tweak. Sometimes you only need a few lessons to brush up, and sometimes people want to do it for years and years. It's never done, this process of working with the voice, but I hope that sheds some light on the issue of using a breathy vocal quality. There's lots of drawbacks to it, but it's good to know how to do it if you want to use it in a song to paint your musical vocal picture. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to my channel and make a comment, will ya?